For me, the pinup. Thank you.
Yes. See, I have an advantage. I'm the only sober one around here. Get everybody with their low ambitions.
For sure.
I'm assuming that we're recording.
Maybe.
No. Thank you for coming and joining us on this podcast.
No worries, man. It's a pleasure.
Tell me your last name. I don't even know if I know your last
It's
name.
Almeida.
Almeida.
Yeah, Almeida.
Okay. You know any jiu-jitsu?
A little bit.
Yeah. There's a couple Almeidas that are really good at jiu-jitsu.
Serious?
Yeah. A couple guys in New York. They actually fought in the UFC as well.
Damn, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So I'm going to use more my surname.
Yeah, you should. You got to like rub your ears a little bit more and get them all cauliflower.
Jiu-jitsu master, you know what I mean?
Good, man. So happy you're here. You come here often to Denmark and tattoo at Royal.
Yes, I do.
That's how we met.
Yeah, definitely.
And where are you from originally?
I'm from UK, London.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice. And how long you live there?
Oh, all my life.
Yeah. But we were talking earlier and you were saying you moved around a lot.
Yes. I've been traveling a lot. I lived a couple of years in New Zealand, in Auckland. I lived a little bit in Germany, but it was short moments. It was like 6 months.
Uh-huh.
I went down to Brazil for 6 months.
Wow.
And I travel all around, like not living, but just traveling all the sort of places.
Was it when you were younger, like with the family?
Yes, a mix of all.
Yeah.
I've always been traveling.
What's your favorite?
Favorite place?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I think in New Zealand. New Zealand is pretty nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoy a lot in there.
I tattooed with a guy from Australia, and he was talking about how there everything wants to kill you. Like I reached underneath the table, and he said to me, back home we would never do that because for sure there's going to be like a spider or something that's going to try to bite you. But
pretty scary, man.
You never have to worry about that here.
Oh, man. I'm scared of moths.
Moths? Why is that?
I don't know, man. If I see a moth here, you're probably going to run away straight.
We got moths. We got spiders. We have foxes. We just saw a fox last week. We had a podcast with Saeed. We went out for a smoke break, and as soon as we were out there, this like fox was right outside the door.
Yeah.
Super cool.
I don't mind about fox, yeah, but if it was a moth, I'm definitely going to be out.
Oh my God. Well, what's your first memory of a moth that actually scared you?
I was in my bedroom when I was younger, just play around with my toys, and the window was open, and a big moth, a big one, just came flying around. And then I kind of grabbed her, and it was all dusty, and then I just ran away. It was, man, give me guzzy bumps.
I can see. That's hilarious, man. And you're here, you guest a lot. Like, I think since I started working at Royal, you've been here the most, like the most reoccurring guest artist. And it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty cool. I love everyone that works in there. And I've been guessing for 10 years now, all sort of places as well. And sometimes it's tiring because you kind of don't know where you live because you're always out. So it's good sometimes to stay at home and relax a bit.
Yeah. No, I can relate to that. Just with like Luan and I traveling a lot. Sometimes, you have to tell yourself like, this is awesome, even though you're like maybe tired of it. But you always have to think to yourself, not many people get to do what we do and, travel and work wherever.
Sometimes people just see the good side of things. Oh, the guys got awesome work, traveling around, doing lots of fun stuff, but the reality is like really hard.
Yeah.
We spend too much time on it.
Yeah, definitely a lot of time, a lot of planning. But I always thought it was a good thing to have like a home base. And then from there, you can kind of plan your trips. And I always like to do like a trip where you're, maybe working half the week, and then you get to enjoy the your surroundings after that.
For sure. It's much healthier like that.
How did you land it over here with like Henning? How did you end up guesting here?
I saw the Henning was looking for guests and stuff, and then I just applied, and he contacted me back, and then I'm here like 2 years already guesting, maybe. Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome. Yeah, so you didn't know him before.
No, I knew Henning work before. I knew the shop, but I said, you know what, I want to have a go, and here I am.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's nerve-wracking, isn't it?
It is. My first time here was like shaking, like, fuck, look at this guy here, oh my God.
I know.
It was Henning looking over, oh, what are you doing? I was like, oh my God, no.
Yeah, my first tattoo, I remember just being like stimulated with like every sensation. Like the machine was set super loud, like everything around me was just like echoing. Of course, I got the most difficult tattoo to do. It was like this tiny little peace symbol on the wrist of this little tiny like girl. I'm like, come on, you couldn't throw me something a little bit easier just to break me in. But that's with everything.
Yeah, it's pretty much everywhere you go. Like for the first time, you feel like, oh my God, man, I have to represent. You know what I mean? So it's pretty fun.
And also, like when I've done other guest spots everywhere, nobody really opens up to you until you do that first tattoo. I've noticed that.
Yeah, actually true. Yeah. Everyone's keeping like expectations about it, like, oh my God, man, he's gonna tattoo now. Let's see what's going on.
Yeah, like nobody would like talk to me. Well, I mean, obviously everyone was nice, but no one would joke at all. It's like as soon as you do that first tattoo, they
almost, kind of break the ice. Like
they almost don't believe you're a tattooer until they see you do it.
It's pretty much.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh,
man.
That's pretty cool, man.
Yeah. So yeah, tell me a little bit about your background, like how you started tattooing.
Oh man, I started tattooing not by mistake, but by surprise, because I used to work as a designer, and then I used to draw a lot.
Yeah.
And then people that work with me used to ask me to do drawings and stuff, so I ended up doing designs for them get a tattoo done. Mm-hmm. And then I did it with few colleagues of work, and they all went to the same place to get a tattoo done. And at one point, the guy that was the tattooer asked, well, who the fuck are doing these drawings?
Right.
And then they said, oh, the guy from work, he don't even like tattoos. He just do the drawings. And then the guy, fucking hell, he draws pretty cool for, like, not even tattoos. So asking him to come down here, I want to speak to him.
Wow.
And then they told me that, and I said, no, man, I don't know, man. And then...
Usually it's the other way around.
I was like not scared, but I was like, I never did this before, so I don't know. I was super reserved, like. And then I ended up going there one day, and then the guy was pretty cool, and then he told me like, man, you should have a go on this because you got potential, like the way you draw is like pretty cool.
Yeah.
And you should have a go. So I started like doing apprenticeship in there, and after like maybe 1.5 years, 2, I quit my job as designer and started tattooing straight.
Wow, that's awesome.
I'm since today doing.
That's incredible. What's the name of that place? Is it worth mentioning or yeah?
Oh, the tattoo shop.
Yeah.
There was a Love and Hate tattoo.
Okay.
But it was not this one that these days. It was a really old shop back in the day.
And that was in London as well?
Yeah, it was in London, Southwest.
Wow.
It was pretty cool.
What's it like tattooing there now?
On the same, the shop is closed now. The old shop.
No, I mean like in London in general.
It's pretty cool. It's like it's really crowded of shops from like everywhere. But it's like now we work on a kind of private shop. So we got a couple of friends together, and then we just working like normal clients. No walk-ins or nothing, so it's pretty cool for us. But I worked lots of years in street shops, and it was crazy. Yeah, people don't care; you just want a tattoo. Most of the times they turn on a shop. I want a tattoo. So what do you want to have or something? They say, I don't know, man. Anything. I just wanted my arm. So it was a bit crazy.
Yeah. Well, it's a good place to learn.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. I did lots of. Sometimes I see my tattoos from like first years that was tattooing. I was like, Jesus Christ, man, don't show this to me.
Yeah, don't show it to anybody.
Look how I did that.
A lot of my first tattoos are all of my friends, and so I still get to see a lot of them. And some of them I'm like proud of, and others I'm like, oh, thank God you have a shirt. Yeah.
No, but it's bad and good in certain ways. Like it's better to see how bad you are, and it's good to see how you become better.
Totally.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool.
Are you always trying to like, I mean, obviously you're trying to get better, but like how active is that thought in your mind? Like searching out different...
It's always like that. It's always you trying to like do something quicker or better or easier way to do, and it never ends. You're always like on the run to be better, doing something different or different ideas. And
it's for me it's never ending. Like
it's like a curse. You're never gonna get away with that.
And I mean, obviously you can see like some sort of progression, but for me there's like it's never good enough in a way.
But it's always like that, man. You're never gonna be happy.
Yeah, but it's a good thing for an artist.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but it's cool like having you here. Like we've done some paintings together because on Thursdays we would always do like paint nights, and I always like that. Just you have an outsider, not a part of the shop officially, but it's good to have somebody you can like show a drawing to and be like, hey, tell me what you think, and get like a good feedback from it.
This is the fantastic thing, because you end up getting different views, and sometimes stuff that we don't even know, pay attention. People say, oh, look at that, and it's like, whoa, it changed completely the figure, right?
Yeah, I think my first year working here, it's really kind of made me rethink everything, and that's huge. Like there's not many possibilities to have that if you're maybe in one shop for a long period of time. It's you can get kind of stagnant.
100%.
Yeah.
This is why I keep moving, because sometimes you stay for a long time in the same place. You end up getting lots of dramas, lots of you static in there, so it doesn't feel right. So sometimes you move into place to place, so you kind of refresh all the time and you get different ideas, and it's pretty good for me, and pretty much awesome. Everyone maybe.
But having you and some other folks in, it always makes me rethink things, and it's just, I think, a blessing for a tattooer who's like really looking to like evolve, and it's almost like going to a tattoo convention.
It's pretty much like that. I always have a blast when I'm here.
We always,
much fun.
We always do something fun. I think we're all going out to dinner tomorrow, so we can,
for sure, we're gonna have crazy. More fun.
And but also you're here tattooing, but you're here for the tattoo event as well.
Yes, I came for the tribal tour.
Yeah, you're getting tattooed.
I'm not sure yet, because I spoke with Freddie Corbin about it. Get one like small souvenir and stuff, and he said he got pretty much fully booked. But if it's small, he probably stitch me on a. Yeah. Let's see.
Yeah, we were talking about it last podcast with Saeed, and there's going to be like 16 guys, and
it's going to be crazy, man.
It's going to be fun. I just saw we have a bunch of food trucks, coffee trucks.
Oh, the burgers look so good, man. Oh,
they already blocking off the street, like they have the signs for it.
I saw, yes. Yeah. No, today I think, today I saw the signs in there. It was going to be big.
But if you can't get tattooed by Freddie, then you have any other people you want to get tattooed by?
Steve Byrne.
Yeah, I think he's booked as well. But I'm gonna hang out. I'm not working at all.
Me too. I'm gonna just enjoy, watch those guys working. Just have some fun.
Yeah, I hope everybody's not too busy where we can actually do like a dinner with them as well.
That would be great.
You have some really good tattoos on you. Like I'm looking at your hands right now, and
I've been collecting all the tattoos for years. And
who did those hands?
Oh, Valerie Vargas did both.
The same session, same day?
No, she did it, the right hands like maybe 5 years ago, and then the left one was like 2.5 years ago.
Wow, fantastic!
No, it's awesome.
Super clean, and for hands, it's tough to get something that clean and solid.
I love them.
Yeah, cool, man. So after here, you got like other, dates that you're gonna go to other shops.
Yes, I'm going to Holland on the Dicky
Yeah, Dickie Gold.
Dickie Gold place. Yeah,
I think it's Golden or Gold Tattoo.
Yeah, Gold. I didn't want to say because I wasn't sure about the name.
Well, I'll be the one that makes the mistake for you.
See, he's Brian.
Yeah, it's me.
So I'm gonna be there. So I'm looking forward. So it's gonna be fun. I know Eric. I never met Dick in person, but I knew Eric that worked with him. So we're gonna meet up every day.
Nice.
Have some fun.
Eric's work a lot. I like seeing his little paintings.
Yes, I have one actually. Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
I'm jealous. Yeah, I'd love to meet those guys. I was talking to Dickie when he came to guest and talking about going to visit him. And
yeah, you should, because the guys are fun there.
Yeah, his work is incredible. Like how clean the lines are.
He's super sharp. Yeah, super sharp in neat. Like you see in bang.
Yeah, when I watch him tattoo, I'm just over his shoulder, and it still doesn't make sense to me because it just looks so easy.
Sometimes people make it look easy to tattoo. Say when you start to do it, it's like, fucking hell, man, what's going on here?
You just want to like pull him outside and break his hands, right?
Spoke his eye.
Serves you right, man.
You deserve that.
Yeah. So, this is storytelling hour. And I know you have a ton of stories.
Oh man, let me start by the train one. I should have been telling that, but I'm gonna do it.
I think you should.
When I went to have my belly tattoo, a dragon, I was living in London, and then the place was in Leeds. So I said, here we go, I'm gonna take the train, I'm gonna put the numbing cream on hold my belly, and in 2 hours time to get in Leeds, it'll be all done to my tattoo. So it was a perfect plan. I said, here we go, let's go. So I went to the train, and then I arrived in the train. I said, I'm gonna go in the toilet, put the cream, wrap it with cling film, and then just wait. So I went in the toilet, and the mirror was really low, so I had to line it kind of in the door to be able to look at what I'm doing. So I put my pants down because it's all over my leg and belly. So I was like put all down like naked, and then I was lying on the door and put the cream all over my belly, so I was full of cream, like. And then I forgot to lock the door, so someone pressed to go in the toilet, and then the door just slides, and then I fell off on the middle of the carriage, like naked, my cock hanging out, and cream all over my belly. Like people look at me like, wow, what sort of pervy you are. So I have to run back to the toilet, lock myself in, finish my business. And when I came out of like walking around the carriage, I have to change because it was everyone looking at me like really like badly, like, oh, pervy and all sort of things. And I was super, super embarrassed about it.
I bet everybody saw you in your birthday suit.
Man, it was ridiculous, man. It was absolutely ridiculous. Because I didn't have nothing to say. Like, what is that? The guy lying down, naked, with, I don't know, sperm on his belly or whatever.
I want to like be like in one of these people's minds to see like what they were thinking you were doing.
My ears were black, not even red, they were black.
But did that cream even help?
Oh man,
no.
I didn't even feel the numb cream after that. I was like,
yeah. When I got my belly tattooed, I don't think anything would have helped. It was just
it was a super nasty pain. I don't know if I'm impulsive or...
No, I think it just hurts.
It's really bad.
I don't even think praying helps. I lost my religion getting my tattoo.
No, for sure, man. My back wasn't too bad, but I think the front is definitely the worst.
Yeah. Yeah, I got my back and front done back to back. And yeah, I went probably every 2 weeks to get it. And man, it was like each week was a different experience, because some days like you can take it, it's not so bad.
Every 2 weeks of punishment.
Yeah, and like you have a scab all of the time. So for almost 2 years, right? I was nursing a scab. But it really messes with your head. Like you're really excited in the beginning because it's like this new thing, and then at the end it's just work.
You just want to get over it.
Yeah, but for me, like everything between the nipples. It wasn't so bad. On the outskirts,
that's it, man. You're in trouble.
Yeah,
doesn't matter the position, doesn't matter if you're breathing or whatever.
Yeah, I just close my eyes and just sweat.
Hope for the best.
Yeah, hope for the best, and like open my eyes and be like, oh man, 15 minutes. I thought it's been an hour.
It is, but it looks amazing, man.
Thanks, man. That's super cool. Yeah, it was really cool. It's all done by Chris O'Donnell. And,
yeah, it looks amazing, man. I looked, it was like,
and
whoa.
Yeah, I feel like, ever see that movie or that TV show, Arrested Development?
Yes.
I feel like I'm wearing Never Nudes. It's from like my neck to my knees are just covered now. But it's a cool feeling. Like people say, like, you know, when you're heavily covered, there's something changes, and it's true. Like no one else can see it when you're wearing clothes, but you.
Yeah. When you take it off, like it's like kind of shock in a good way. Like, damn, look at that.
But everyone talks about the pain.
Yeah, no, this is everybody's minds. I think the pain dances in everybody's shadow in there, right?
Yeah. Oh, I just remembered that incident that happened at the shop with that girl who was supposed to get her ribs tattooed.
Oh man,
remember that? There was one, and she got script, and you put the stencil on. I don't want to tell the whole story. It was a very ironic thing that.
Oh my god, I remember now. Now I know exactly what you're talking about. She was gonna reach on her ribs. See you later, alligator. And then I stamped this description on her side, and then she told me, "Oh, I'm gonna go out to smoke a cigarette. I'll be back in a second." I said, "Okay, man, just gonna dry this stencil anyway, so just do it."
Yeah.
She went, and basically half an hour, nothing, and then I went upstairs to where is this girl? She left. So maybe the script changed for myself. See you later, alligator.
I know. I was looking, and you were just sitting there, and I go, "Wow, you're fast. You did that already?" And you're like, "No." And then I look. What was it?
Yeah, it was like really maybe the only time that happened to me that my client walked away before I start.
Yeah.
And with that sense, like, it was perfect.
Yeah, it was perfect. See you later, alligator.
I didn't even got mad.
I know. You gotta applaud that. It was just like, it wasn't a joke.
Saidi got picture.
Yeah. Of her or the...
No, of the
station.
Yeah. We still the saints on the top and like all clean.
We gotta try to find that and post it.
Yes.
You have Dickie that you're gonna go see. Any other places in Holland or?
I used to go in another place, but I stopped going there.
Yeah.
Like just because let's see, my time is gone in there, and then I just left. But this year is pretty much the Dick place. You're gonna be the last place I'm visiting, and I will start fresh next year. I'm gonna make a US tour. Yeah. So I still gathering the places to. Because I'm setting the start like when I'm gonna arrive in US, and I'm gonna keep like an end point. So I will gather a couple of shops.
Yeah. And
then I'll probably gonna post all the places I'm gonna visit and everything.
Yeah. Yeah, let me know. I can suggest a few places.
Oh, you'll be awesome, man, because I still got lots of gaps on it. I know a couple of places, but not a lot of places. So you should know. Yeah,
I know a lot of places on the East Coast. That's where I'm from, but I did like a month on the road and tattooed like 2 days in 9 different shops. And
yeah, I would do something like that, like just short visits, but to meet new people and everything.
You gonna rent a car or buy a car out there?
I'm probably gonna rent one.
Hell yeah!
I love American muscle, so
yeah. You do the whole thing in a muscle car?
Yes, man.
You're gonna be spending a lot of money on gas.
Oh, I know, man, but I have to enjoy, man. I love it. Last time I was there, I rented a Camaro RT.
Yeah.
I was 4.7 liter.
Wow.
It was amazing.
I wish I knew more about cars. But your mom's out there, isn't?
Yeah, she's living there in California, in Irvine.
Oh, what is it, Ivan?
Irvine, yeah.
Okay, Irvine, yeah.
Yeah, she lives there for like 2 years now.
Wow.
And every time I go there, I go visit her, so I can start from there. And I just go around.
Yeah. Now, is your mother from Portugal or
English,
and your dad's from Portugal?
Yes.
Okay. How'd they meet? They just...
If I'm not mistaken, they met in one common friend's party. So they end up meeting each other and then start talking, and here we go.
Next thing you know.
Jiggy.
Next thing you know. And you have any brothers or sisters?
I have one younger brother. and that's it.
Yeah. He liked to try to kill you from now on.
Oh yeah, because it's quite funny. I'm allergic to spices and pepper.
Uh-huh.
And now and then he spikes my food, so when I'm eating I get spots all over my body.
Oh my god.
I'm probably gonna poison him one day.
Yeah. Is it like hives or just like little dots?
It's like a dots all over the body. Like it's quite ridiculous.
My goodness.
Yeah.
I think you're the first person I've ever met that has that reaction to pepper.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's like when I find out about it, it was like 1 in 10 million have that.
Really?
Yeah. So sometimes I spike my food when I get all the spots I don't know, right? Because I'm watching TV or something. He said, "Oh, can I have some Skittles?" And I was like, "Oh man."
Oh, he got you. You pretty close with him?
Yeah, I'm pretty close to him.
Mm-hmm.
We all the time messing around, and we pretty much speak every day on a phone and stuff like that.
That's awesome, man. You were telling me about your boxing career. Did he box?
No, it wasn't like wasn't nothing.
You got a pretty nice face to be a boxer.
No, I wasn't like professional, nothing like that. I was just doing it for fun. I did for 5 years, like more going to the gym, doing like shadow box, all this kind of stuff, training like just with friends, having like fun fights, but nothing serious like to like professional. I'm a boxer and blah blah blah.
Yeah,
but it was pretty fun, man. Lots of up and downs, and it was really good.
Yeah. Do you do it often anymore, or is it something you come back to every now and then?
I've been in gym and stuff. I train normally like weights, and sometimes like maybe once every 2 weeks I meet one of my old friends from that time, and then we do some training, like spotting and stuff like that. And
like light training?
Yeah, light training. Sometimes we have proper fights. Like,
gotta be careful.
Yeah, sometimes I arrive in a shop with purple eyes and mouth swollen, and people say, "What's going on, man? We'll be in a fight." Kind of. Oh, it's just fun.
Yeah, the same thing with me with jiu-jitsu. Like it's not a
striking.
striking.
You do this a lot, right?
It's not a striking sport, but you get a foot in the face every now and then. I chipped a tooth and like get like road rash on my face just from somebody putting an elbow in there, and
yeah, it's pretty tough. That doesn't look like, but it's really tough. Like, it's really mind game, right?
Yeah,
like,
totally. Yeah, for me it was amazing to do because I try to lift weights, and I'm always trying to like stay somewhat healthy because with tattooing long hours, it just destroys your back.
Oh, 100%, man.
So that was the first thing I started doing that it wasn't boring. Like sitting there lifting weights and counting reps is not for me, and I don't know if it's actually like good for you over long term, but
it's not so good.
Maybe jiu-jitsu isn't, but
it's kind of it's more dynamic. It's every different movements, and when you actually having a fight or
me and my friends call it a struggle snuggle.
Struggle snuggle.
It's like yoga with like chokes.
Yeah, it sounds pretty good actually.
But it's probably not that good.
How long have you been doing jiu-jitsu?
I think 6 years, going on 7 years. But the last couple years I've been really bad at going. After moving here, just
you are
everything
purple belt?
Purple, yeah.
Yeah.
And then so when I was like we were saying, I was getting tattooed. I didn't want to go to the gym with a fresh tattoo.
Oh yeah, you're gonna mess up big time.
Ringworm or some sort of infection. So I wouldn't go. And right around that time, I snapped my middle finger, and I was training, and I went to like grab this other guy, and at the same time, he like lifted up his elbow. So he pretty much elbowed me in the middle finger, and the thing just popped. And of course I didn't do anything to it. I just like left it and went to work later on that day, just put some tape around it. And I thought I just sprained it, and then it just got bigger and bigger and bigger. I had like this big purple knuckle, and eventually it just healed around the what do you call it? The tube of the tattoo machine.
Seriously?
Yeah, so it was like stuck at a right angle for a year. And
seriously, a year?
Yeah, for a whole year. And now it's like I can move it, but I was afraid for a while. my lady hates me for it. I didn't even tell her. Like we found out about it because I like rolled over in bed and she like grabbed my hand to move it, and I was like, ah! And for a split,
she's probably broke in place.
Yeah, for a split second, I wanted to be like, "What did you do to me?" But you never know.
No, that was pretty fun actually.
But you're never afraid of like breaking your hands boxing?
Nowadays I am.
Yeah.
Like I'm really afraid, especially my lefty hand, because I'm a left.
Yeah.
So if I break my hand, I'm in down. I'm in trouble.
Yeah.
But back in the day, I wasn't too scared about it.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I broke in my body was my nose. The rest I never broke nothing.
Yeah.
So
I broke my nose. Broke my nose, my finger. I just cracked 2 ribs and tore a meniscus in jiu-jitsu. That's what I was saying.
Man,
I don't know
it's pretty rough, man.
I don't know if it's like the best sport for the long term, but
people say boxers are violent. I don't know.
Yeah, you just get like brain damage from that. I don't want to be punch drunk. But I love watching it. Anything else that you like outside of tattooing? Because most people have like some other thing going on other than tattooing.
Maybe not for sure. My life is divided in tattooing, playing PS4, and look after my dog.
Uh-huh.
That's it. My life is divided in there.
Yeah.
So I usually work in 4 to 5 days a week, and on my free time, I always walking around with my dog and spending time. And like night time, I always playing PS4, all sort of games. So I'm quite geeky on that part.
Yeah. Are you playing like online?
Any online, offline, whatever. If the game is like interesting for me, I would just play like all night. I wake up in the morning, oh my god! Oh, lots of nights I was playing all night long. When I look through the window, it was like daylight. Where I was like, damn, I have to do drawings for today.
All cracked out.
Yeah. Oh man, arrive in a shop like a zombie. You guys, you are right now. I'm cool, man.
That was late night.
Just tattooing with sunglasses on.
Everyone thinks you're hungover, but you just
you've been drinking. No, man. I'm alright, man. Just a bit cold.
We went to the Comic-Con here in Copenhagen, and they had like a little section where people were playing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I heard it's pretty cool.
It's super cool. Yeah. Everybody was all dressed up, all weird.
So funny, right?
Yeah. I'd never been to anything like that.
No, I've been once, but wasn't that good. Like, wasn't so good.
Mm-hmm.
But it was fun to see the people dress up like Goku from Dragon Balls, all these game characters, and
yeah,
it was quite fun actually. Some hot girls as well.
Yeah, yeah. I remember thinking like, oh, look at all these fucking nerds, and then
when you watch it there, you say, damn, it's not that bad.
I know. All these high cut outfits that these ladies have. It's like, whoa.
They post lots of crap as well, like characters and all their clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
It's quite impressive how creative these folks are with those costumes.
Yeah, it's crazy. It looks so good as well.
Yeah. So when you're playing with the PS, what is it? The
PS4, yeah.
PS4. Do you have any like rivals or anything like that?
Oh yeah, no. I got one game I used to play. It was Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. It was like super cheap game for like really bad. Like all the Marvel and Capcom characters you fight online games, and got this Chinese guy. He's like, I was on a fifth in the world, like
fifth.
Yeah, it was like super good ranking. This Chinese was in first. It was an endless battle, like online all night trying to kill him. And in all these years, maybe I won like 2 matches, and he said, no, it was a mistake. It was like,
whoa.
Sometimes it's funny. I was playing like for hours, like serious, like super focusing, and then suddenly just pop a message, hey Bruno, how about start play serious?
Whoa.
I was like, oh fuck you.
Oh my goodness.
It's hard. Yeah, it was hard, but it's fun at the same time. We always messing around with each other.
Yeah, it's so funny. There's like shit talk in between.
No, it's always, man. It's always.
But it's like considered a sport now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's kind of. Yeah, sometimes it was like, man, you're never gonna win a match over me because I'm super good and blah blah. And then I used to send pictures with lots of girls and say, "I got life, man. You can you do that?" He was like living on that.
Meanwhile, he's like 8
yeah.
years
They actually
old.
Capcom and Marvel sent to him the game before release for him to say, "Oh, this is good or this is bad or this bug you can fix it, this and that."
Wow.
So he doesn't have life. He's just like, I say, why you guys don't make a character for him and let him play?
Play himself.
Yeah.
That's incredible. People, I think, can make money playing video games.
Oh, no, for sure, yeah.
Like sponsorship.
Yeah, he is actually.
Mm-hmm. Damn.
Oh, one day I'm going to get him.
Yeah. You gotta start practicing.
Yeah, once he came to London on the championship or like that, Capcom, and then he stays in my house.
No.
And then we play like
Really?
face to face. It was really good.
That's hilarious.
I nearly beat him up.
You're like, you're never going
I want
home.
to break his hands.
That's funny. And so he came all the way from China.
Yeah, he came all the way to for this place, and he won like first place.
Wow. Incredible.
Bitch.
Man, that's hilarious. So when you come here, you usually stay Airbnb or like hotel?
I stay in hotel in BRB as well, but man, I'm be skeptical about hotels because last time it was Madame Sprung, the hotel, and then I have some like really, really spooky experience in there. I was in a room, people are gonna laugh, you know what I mean? But fuck it, I wasn't drunk or nothing. I was basically sleeping like normally, and then it was kind of cold, and suddenly my cover just being pulled out. I was like, damn. So when it happens, I thought maybe the cover just slide off the bed, so it's normal. I say, okay, just pull back and start like sleeping again. So after a couple of minutes, man, it's being pulled like completely out of the bed, like woof. Was in the middle of the room. I was like, fuck.
Were you awake for it, or you woke up and it was...
Yeah, wake up, man. Straight. It was cold. My heart was like, someone's in the room. And then I started looking around. I looked inside the wardrobe. I was like looking under the bed, checking the door, looking in the toilets, and there was nobody in there. I was like, fuck me, man. What the fuck? And then clicked, man. Damn, it's a ghost. I say.
Do you usually believe in ghosts?
I don't, man.
No?
But this stuff was like... I don't know, man. It was just happening, and I was like, "Fuck, man!" And then I was shit my pants as well. So I left the TV on and the lights on, and then I carry on sleep. But this time I stuck all the covers all around me to don't slide off at all. So I was sleeping, then bang, happens again.
Really?
But this time it was like just lift, and then the ghost just let it go. So it just fell off my face, and that's it. Game over for me. No sleep at all.
Wow.
And the next day, I tried to speak with the guy in a hotel, and I said, "Listen, man, I got some ghost in there." And then the guy, "Man, you should stop drinking." I said, "Fuck." But it was really scary, man. It was the first time and the only time in my life I experienced some like paranormal activity. Like.
Yeah, I have like a funny story. I don't know if you can call it ghost or just somebody playing a practical joke, but I had a friend move into like a new apartment, and she calls me up like freaking out. And I'm like, what's going on? She's like, the candle keeps on moving. I'm like,
I will be out.
What? And she's like, I'm unpacking, and then I'm putting stuff away, and I leave the room, and I come back, and everything's moved again.
Man.
And I was in the middle of a tattoo, and I said, listen, like, can it wait a moment? Like, I'll come right after I finish this tattoo. And so I drive over there, and I see this, like, candle. It's like a kind of a fat candle, probably the size of a beer can or something, and it's on the round side against the corner of the wall.
So it's basically
it's just like resting. It's not like there's nothing unusual. But I go over and I touch it, and as soon as I touch it, it rolls down to the center of the room, and I was like, whoa! But then I realized that the floor is just like sunken,
uneven.
Yeah. And I go, so tell me the story. What's going on with this candle? And she said, I put it in the center of the table, and it's like a thick table. It's probably like 3 by 3 foot. And she said she puts it right in the center, and then leaves the room, and it's in that same place. So it doesn't make sense that it would fall off in any sort of way because it has a thick base.
Yeah.
And if anything, if it falls off, it should just roll to the center of the room.
For sure.
But every time it was in that place. So she was just freaking out the whole time. And so I was like, all right, I'll stay over. I stayed in the guest room. And like weird stuff was going on, but I can't really put a finger on what it really was. And
for me, easy enough. I would be on a garden.
But I'm like sleeping in the guest room, and the light turns on, and I just think it's her going to the bathroom, and then my door closes, and I'm like, oh, that's weird.
I'll be calling.
And I got goosebumps, and then I was just kind of like rolled over and tightened up, like went into denial. Oh, that didn't happen. And then the next morning, the candle is resting on the same place, and I went and touched it. The same thing happened, and it was like, seriously, did you fuck with the candle, or did you like move around? She's like, no, I haven't left the room all night. And so it's like that kind of weird stuff happens.
It is, man. Sometimes it happens like it's really spooky. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. If it was me, I would be calling the police straight away. So
yeah.
someone's
what are the police going to do?
I don't know, man.
Call
someone to help me.
Oh, that same house. Like, it was a weird house. And that same house in the basement, it would just eat the light bulb. So it was like this basement with dirt floor. And you would have the switch on at the top of the stairs. You'd switch it and it wouldn't go on. And so you go downstairs, and then the light bulb would be completely gone. I was just assuming it was some crackheads stealing the light bulb, smoking crack.
Man, it's a bad crack people in there, right?
Yeah, but I mean, if you're gonna steal something or break into someone's house and steal something, you might want to grab something more useful,
more
than
valuable,
light bulbs.
right? Like,
yeah.
Imagine you go in this dealer, I got a light bulb, man. Can you give me a crack?
Get the light bulb first. I'll hook you up with a crack. But there's weird shit that happens like that. I was like stuck watching those stupid shows, like the ghost hunter
God,
shows.
man, this is ridiculous, man. I got this infrared camera. You're gonna see a ghost fart,
a ghost fart. But I would just like make believe it was real, just to freak myself out.
No, it's crazy when it happens. Like, we all make jokes about it, but when it happens to yourself, like, damn.
Yeah. I never want to say it's ghost, but it's,
it's something that you can't explain, right?
We watched that movie, The Nun, last night.
Oh, it was good, right? You said
it was good.
It was all right, right?
It was all right, yeah. I don't want to spoil it for anyone.
I want to watch it.
But it was worth seeing. But I think it's probably the least of my favorite of all those like Conjuring movies.
Oh, they're pretty scary, man.
Yeah, I like them. I was listening to some podcast about the family of that first Conjuring movie, and that was more scary than the actual movie, because she was telling stories about supposedly what happened in the house, and it was pretty like crazy. She was saying like all the stuff in the movie was a fraction of what really went on for that family.
Damn, I would be dead already.
But again, you can't really trust that,
Yeah, it's that unknown stuff, like drive everyone crazy or scary, or I don't know.
It's that same idea with the Amityville horrors, they just couldn't pay the bills on the house, and so they made up a ghost story. Made a big hit with the movie and in the book.
Happy days, right?
Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. Some like haunted. I don't know. Tell a story about that haunted hotel.
Yeah, that was.
That will save it.
Definitely, man. Every time I went back to the hotel, I just asked, I don't want to room 145, please. No, that.
So if you want to freak yourself out, go to Madame Sprunk and stay at 145.
Please do it.
And email us if you have any experiences.
For sure you're gonna have it.
So we're gonna be in London soon. We're gonna go to the convention out there. You plans to go see that as well?
Yeah, we're definitely gonna go. I'm gonna just see a couple of friends, hang out with the guys, because sometimes people come from all over, so you see people just that day or that convention.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be awesome meeting you guys as well.
Yeah, it would be
we
fun.
can go for a dinner or a couple of drinks. It would be awesome.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I'd want to maybe hit up a museum too, maybe.
Oh, we can go together, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have one of my favorite portraits in the world is at the museum in London. What is it? The British Museum?
Yeah, British Museum and National Gallery.
Yeah, there's this painting from Anton van Dyck. It's Cornelius van der Geest, and it's this tiny little head. I don't know if you've seen it before.
I've probably seen, but I don't actually remember. Like,
it's incredible. Like the first time I had ever seen it, it just gave me goosebumps right away. And the way he like painted is there's no sharp edge on the whole like head. It's like one standing head with this like big ruff, and you look into this guy's eyes and you can see it looks wet. It's really incredible. But
crazy. If I go next week to check.
Yeah, if we go, like let's go together and maybe steal it.
We can try.
Yeah. I've painted it. I've repainted it.
Oh, you
myself.
did it?
Yeah. It's one of those things I've like copied multiple times. I've copied it with watercolor, copied it in oil paint. But I think I'd like to copy it again because I sold the last one I had.
Oh, man.
And I kind of want one for myself. But
so yeah, definitely let's go because I'm curious now.
Yeah. Have you gone to that convention before?
Yes. Yeah. I worked a couple of years ago, and it was it's one of the best, right? Like
I think
all the great artists all there. You see lots of people. You can get lots of interesting stuff in there.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to go and not bring money, so I don't accidentally.
Man, just break your credit cards before you go.
Yeah. The first time I went was probably, 10 years ago. And I thought my account got robbed. Because I didn't really take in the conversion. And
man, when you see pounds, they're really heavy. So when you check your statements, we're like, damn, I'm broke.
Yeah. So this time I'm going to try to really be good and not spend any money.
Yeah, just bring cash, and then if you finish, that's it. You're not gonna be in trouble.
Yeah, it's like going to a casino. Like you can only bring $500 or something like that. After that, you're done.
Yeah, that's it, man.
Bring enough to eat, and that's it.
No, but it's definitely completely changed 10 years ago to nowadays. It's man, you're gonna be like thousands and thousands of people in there.
Wow,
it's huge. The place is like maybe twice as bigger. And is really, really busy.
Wow. Yeah, I'd like to, if we get a chance, it's probably going to be pretty busy and we'll probably be running around, but if we get a chance, I'd love to see the private shop you have too. Yeah,
definitely. You can come down and visit the place. And
are any of the guys you're working with are working at the convention, or they're staying?
No, they stay on the shop. Yeah. We are pretty much, we don't like do conventions much. We just stay doing the tattoos, and we just doing this all the time. We don't have time to, like, sometimes it's good to go and do meeting people, do some connections, and show more people off. Like, most of the time we just stuck in a place tattooing and having fun because it's mostly just friends, and we work together for like 10 years already. And we just have fun. It's like, imagine you hang out with your mates, but it's your daily work. So it's
it's great.
It's kind of your Royal tattoo. It's like just fun.
Yeah, that's awesome. Do you guys have like a certain style from that shop? Or everybody kind of specializes in something different?
Yes, every single one is like got their own stuff going on. So like we got one guy do realistic and pretty much realistic stuff. And then we got one guy that does like Japanese and stuff like that. And then I do like traditional, and I put my own twist in things. Like I do my own stuff. Like I can't tell that my style is there or there. It's like a mix of different styles. Let's say that.
Yeah. Anybody that you're like influenced by lately that you care to mention, or is it?
Oh man, got a bunch of them.
Yeah.
Like, if I keep telling you here, it's gonna be half an hour just saying names here.
Yeah, but mostly traditional stuff.
Yeah, the most of the traditional stuff is like, let me see. I like the really old stuff. Like, let me see. I lots of American tattooers like Sunny Tufts, like back in the day.
Yeah.
Leo Turtle. Oh, what's the names, man? I'm gonna blank now.
Yeah.
Oh, Jack Rudy, Eddie Hardy. We cannot mention that, right?
That's without. Like, you don't need to mention it.
No, you don't need to. It's like, damn. And oh man, I don't know. It's a lot. If I would tell you now, I would be like lost in names because I'm really bad with names.
Yeah.
But I look all the time. Even new tattooers, when they started doing new stuff, I was like, fuck, how the fuck you come up with that?
Right.
And then you end up like catching some tricks or some different twists and making new stuff.
Right. Sonny Tufts used to work in Philadelphia for a while.
Yes.
And it was he had already passed on by the time I had lived there.
Yeah.
But a lot of people who were working there for many years before I moved there, they had some fun stories about him, and a lot of them had like stars, like it was like known as like the Sonny Tufts stars, and they would get
I heard that.
Like star horns and stuff like that, and it's
yeah. Unfortunately, I never met him in person, but I always been looking out for the style, and everyone that knew him always say he was like a great person and always fun to be around. Yeah,
that's awesome. Yeah, man, same for me. Like I always like the older people and new people too, but you know, whenever I like look at tattoos for inspiration, it's usually kind of looking at the old stuff, and I always like to look at things outside of tattooing as well.
Yeah, this is the good thing about it. So like some people just keep like focus on actually tattooing, and if you look out to the box, you end up evolving or looking for different ways to do the same thing. So you end up creating new ways. I don't know. Yeah.
New, kind of evolve it in some sort of way. Yeah. But I think it's very difficult to totally reinvent something.
It's nearly impossible because pretty much everything's been done already. So you always have to like looking. I myself, I look in stuffs and I try like break my head like, how am I gonna do this looking like that, and then I end up with some really crazy designs. Sometimes I don't like and people love it, or if I like it, people say I don't like that, it's weird. And I enjoy a lot drawing frogs in all different positions and different scenarios. And it's getting like lots of people come up with, I want a frog by you and all that, and I was like, thanks, and then let's see where it goes now. This is like two sides of that, because it's when you knowing for something, you end up like, it's not cursed, but you end up doing the same thing over and over, like endless. I see lots of people like they doing the whole same thing over and over. It's like, you think it's alright, or I don't know. But it's good and bad in the same way, right? Like.
So anything in the future that you are like going after, or like you have any long-term goals in tattooing, or like designs, like anything you're trying to push right now other than frogs?
Yeah, at the moment I'm hooked up in the frogs. I mean, just to get the most of it, and I got lots of things going on, and I do like a bit of each all the time. I'm a kind of mess because I do lots of stuff at the same time, and sometimes I end up not finishing anything. But it's pretty much there, man.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
I don't know just to exactly to tell what is I'm planning, but I'm just trying to get better, man.
That's good, man. Let me hear your Instagram. So if the 3 or 4 subscribers to this podcast, you might get like a follow or a profile visit.
No worries. I'm actually gonna post today.
Yeah.
When it comes out, I'm gonna post it and tag everyone and tell all my people to have a word and check it out, because it's pretty fun. I've been listening for all the 2. I'm gonna listen to Saidi now. I just come out. Yeah. I'm gonna check it out, and I'm gonna let's tell, because it was pretty fun to listen. I was like, I'm really happy to come here and do this as well.
Yeah, I'm happy you came.
Yeah, I will definitely gonna give you more support for you guys, man.
Cool, man. It's been cool to have you like here and kind of get to know you better, other than like shouting over some client's arm, like, "Hey,
how you doing, man?"
But what's your Instagram account? Just
it's All Seeing Tattoo.
All Seeing Tattoo.
Yeah.
And is that your private account, or is that for the shop as well?
This is my private account, but I don't have like an account that I post my own stuff. I'm quite private in that matter, but I use that account for everything. So like sometimes I post on a story stuff that happened in my life, or it basically more for work, and from the shop I work as well.
Okay.
So like,
is the name of the shop All Seeing All Seeing?
Yeah, this is kind of. Because, I was paranoid about internet and all that stuff. Like, oh man, I don't know, some serial killer is going to follow me or stuff like that. So I didn't put my name on it. So I decided to use that name. And it's not the shop name, but I think the shop doesn't have a name.
That's kind of cool, though.
Yeah, we just like working there. And I put that name just for... I didn't have any, actually. I was like trying a couple of names that was being used already. And I was like, fuck. So I ended up putting there.
Hell yeah. Cool, man. Well, we can wrap it up if you want.
Yes.
Anything else you need to add, or?
I just want to say thank you for having me, and
hell yeah,
it was pretty fun. It was really nice dinner here with you guys, and
yeah, that was fun.
It's always fun.
We're gonna do it, and maybe we can do like a shop like podcast, and
that would be fun, right? Like imagine everyone talking. It would be so funny.
It's gonna get extra stupid and silly, which
for sure.
Which I like.
When it gets all together, it's like terrible, right?
Yeah. We'll probably have to edit a lot of stuff out.
It's gonna be just beep, beep, beep.
Yeah. No. But cool, man. Thanks again, and
thank you very much, man.
I'll see you in the morning, and
see you in the morning for sure, and I'll wait for you in London.
Hell yeah. Awesome. Thanks.
See you, man. Thank you. It was good, actually.
Yeah, it was fun.
Thank you.